Okay.
Yeah, I'm very sure that we're good. Dude, that run went so well. It went pretty well, yeah.
Are we live? We're live? Okay, cool. We just want to make sure we're all live. There we go. Awesome. Cool. Thank you. Awesome. Never know. All right. So I am so honored to have this upcoming interview. I'm so excited to be here. We have Tara Williams from PCF and the manager of corporate and foundation relations. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing so well. I've having amazing runs all day today. It's been great.
Yes.
How's your day been?
Oh, it's been amazing. I got in yesterday, and ever since then, I've just been having nonstop conversations with people who are coming to our booth about games, about cancer, about horses. It's been so much fun.
The horses.
Yes.
That's a new one.
Yes. I met this really awesome girl, Ashley. Shout out to Ashley, who is really into horses, and I learned a lot about dressage and English horse riding,
Wow.
and also Barbie Horse Adventure.
That is a game that exists.
It is a game that I played as a child. So.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's existed longer for you than for me then.
Deep in the recesses of my memory.
Right. Okay, so we talked about that. Tell me a little bit about what you do at PCF.
Yes, so I'm a corporate and foundation relations manager, which essentially boils down to fundraising. I fundraise from institutions, so corporations and private foundations. And what we are doing essentially is just trying to fund work for our different programs. So it's really fun. I get to talk to people about the work that we're doing. I get to learn more about them, get to find out ways that we align, and make a much bigger impact than we could otherwise.
I know, one thing I particularly love about AGDQ is that we get to hear so many stories, so many people's voices come through, and literally tens and thousands of donations that come through across the week. And I know you have done a lot of work with self-advocacy and early detection, even in the recent months. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was so honored to be able to give an interview last year with Jade Lynn about my experience with thyroid cancer. And I'm doing great. And thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's
awesome.
Thank you. So this year, I've really felt like personally I've developed into more of a patient advocate, which started as a self-advocate. The reason that I was diagnosed with cancer in the first place was accidental. I hadn't been to the doctor in a while, and then I finally got a checkup, and they're like, you need to get this checked out. So ever since then, I've been an advocate for if you don't have a primary care provider, if you're having symptoms, even if you're not, but your routine screenings are up, you should go. You should go. It's worth it. Even if you do have a diagnosis or something is going on, chances are when you go into the doctor, there will be something for you. Yeah.
I would love to hear a little bit more about that. You mentioned how I haven't been to the doctor in a while. You should maybe try to find a PCP or what have you. How does the Prevent Cancer Foundation help out with those kinds of things?
That's a great question. So we have our educational campaign, Early Detection Equals Better Outcomes. And it's all about raising awareness about different types of cancer screening that exist for you, based on your body parts, based on your age,
It's a lot of factors.
Yes.
So many different things.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different things that can tie into keeping you healthy. And what was the question again? I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. No, specifically, I was just curious about for example, it took me a long time to go find a primary care. I moved to a new city in Chicago.
Right.
I didn't have a doctor, and I didn't know next steps and resources to get that care that I needed. So I was curious about how you all could help with that.
Yes, so we actually do have a list on our website. I don't remember. We partner with a great partner who can provide information, like you put in your location, you can put in your insurance status, you can put in your insurance, and they can help you find a provider in your area.
There you go. You heard it here first. You have to go check that out.
PreventCancer.org.
There you go, right? PreventCancer.org. So a little bit more kind of related to that is the Community Exchange program. I know you've done a ton of work with that. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, so the Community Exchange is really awesome. It's a brand new program that really launched this year. So for years, we have been funding community organizations across the United States that are providing prevention or early detection directly to their communities, especially underserved communities.
Right.
So we can really only provide so much. A grant only goes so far, and we can't always guarantee that we can can refund because there are so many organizations and people who are in need. So this is one way that we've tried to continue to engage with these organizations that are doing great work. We have a community exchange. It's a virtual platform that you can sign up for, but we also have in-person opportunities to meet throughout the year. So this is just like a great way for healthcare providers, anyone working at that community level or in nonprofits to get together, to share information with each other. There's a resource directory, library, and we also have training opportunities.
Cool.
So actually I was able to like run a training
Cool.
this year.
How did that go?
I think it was okay. You know,
Sure.
we're still building it. I feel like more people could have come, but whatever. We'll have more next year.
Exactly.
So I am specifically interested in adolescent and young adult AYA cancer. I attended CancerCon this year, which is run by
Cool.
Stupid Cancer. So I was able to have Stupid Cancer come on and sort of educate people more about adolescent and young adult cancer and how it's a little bit different from cancer that's diagnosed later.
I would love to talk about that a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
go into detail a little bit about that. Like, how is it different? Like, and what does that mean for like, resources and getting that out to the general public?
Oh yeah, I mean it's so different. Like
Sure.
just like the types of cancer that you're more likely to be diagnosed with at a younger age. Like so for me, I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, and that is much more common when you're in your 20s, when you're female, or it doesn't have to be within that. But I just happen to fit that.
Sure.
So different cancer types. One issue which ties into the self-advocacy is that you might not be eligible for screenings at that age. So just if you have symptoms, even if you don't, if you're worried about something, just being able to go to the doctor once you've found a doctor that you trust, and being able to advocate for yourself and get what you need.
Yeah, one of the one of the biggest things I've been thinking about personally is like you are your own biggest advocate in life, both for your health and otherwise, right? And taking those things into your own hands and having those resources is so important. That sounds like exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, one other thing I was curious about, we kind of already talked about this already, but kind of generally speaking, why is prevention and early detection so important, especially today?
Right. Well, it exists on the continuum of cancer research. Cancer, it's all important, but prevention and early detection is especially important because, if you can, not every cancer is preventable. Not everyone can prevent their cancer, but, if you can do healthy behaviors that help you limit your risk, then, you can potentially avoid a diagnosis. And then, if you're unable to avoid that diagnosis, it's okay. Like, not everyone can, and it's a thing. Then the earlier that you can detect your cancer, usually you have more treatment options. You might not have as intense of a treatment plan.
Sure.
So that is helpful.
Yeah, like catching it early, and then as you mentioned, like not all cancers are preventable, or
absolutely,
what otherwise, and it's getting it early as possible is so important.
Right.
I would be curious if you have any in your work or otherwise, if you've heard about specific things that people do or that you all tell others to, that you can do, like maybe it's like eating healthier or getting X amount of steps in every day. Is there anything that comes to mind that like, that you're like, oh, like if everyone could, get some steps every day or something like that?
Oh, well, I have a slightly different perspective as a cancer survivor because you can still do all of that and be healthy, live healthily, and still get diagnosed with cancer.
Totally.
So I don't have any, there's nothing specific, just, go to our website, follow, our guidelines, and other guidelines from other cancer organizations.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, really, ultimately, if you are going to get diagnosed with cancer, you should just know that you do have options, even if it is diagnosed later.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Interesting, different point. I would be curious, for you personally and for PCOS, maybe we'll start with you personally.
Sure.
What does Games Done Quick mean to you specifically?
Right. I mean, this is my favorite part of the year. It
Really?
is such an honor for me that I get to attend. And even, when I'm not here, I'm only here for half the week. I'm watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the office and I have one of my monitors dedicated to it. And it is just like so important to me, so important to the foundation. When I first interviewed for the Prevent Cancer Foundation, I came into the office and I saw posters of GDQ. I think it was like on the periphery of my knowledge. I didn't really know what it was, but I'm like, oh, this is cool.
What is this?
Yeah, can I get involved with this?
Yeah.
And so I kind of pushed my way in.
Cool.
And you know, it's our biggest fundraiser throughout the year. So it is like, we are so appreciative, and we love getting the chance to come here and show that we really appreciate you all.
What is kind of about that? What has Games Done Quick and working with PCF meant to like your diagnosis and your your knowledge and just having all these resources at your disposal meant to maybe your personal outlook on cancer?
Right. I mean, for one thing, it has made me understand how important it is to have a community.
Sure.
And you know, whether it's a gaming community, a cancer community, whatever, if you're able to be with someone who understands you at a deep level, then you're not going to be alone, and it's still hard. It's still a hard road, but if you have people with you, I mean, it makes all the difference. And I feel like that is so important. Like I feel included here. Like I think I'm going to become a speedrunner. Like I've made some promises.
Hold on, wait a minute. You heard it here first. We have a new speedrunner here. Yes.
We'll see.
That's a promise. I heard it.
Yeah, I think Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is
Such a
gonna.
good game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I know.
Yeah.
I heard some excitement in the audience after that one.
Okay. My other option is to pick like an obscure Japanese Game Boy Advance game that no one has ever speedrun. But is that a thing? Are there games that have not been speedrun?
Oh yeah. We were talking about it the other night. I was chatting with Jaxler, and there are so many games that no one has speedrun. And it was like, how do you create a community around just a couple people or just one person speedrunning? It's so interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it starts with one person, and then that momentum builds.
And then you build that community.
The community.
There you go.
Yeah.
We're here together, But yeah, other kind of related to what we were talking about before. What has Games Done Quick meant to PCF as an organization, and what does our partnership mean to you all?
Oh my gosh! I mean, we talk about AGDQ and GDQ throughout the year. It's the most important time of the year. This is like more important than the holidays for us. And I mean, it still is kind of like an extension of the holidays, right? Because we came back from holiday break and then immediately went on. But it is, I mean, we are so appreciative. We love you all, and it's just so great to like have you. Like, I mean, we love the Twitch chat. We love the YouTube chat. Shout out to the YouTube stream. And just like being here in person, hearing your stories at the table, it's great. And we're able to do so much with the funds, and it's just we couldn't do it without you all.
That's so sweet. Can we get a round of applause for that? That's so awesome. That's so cool. Wow. That's awesome. Well, kind of thinking generally about PCF and some initiatives or thoughts on the upcoming year. Just kind of generally speaking, like what projects are you excited about in 2026 and upcoming? Maybe in the cancer prevention world as a whole, or anything that you all are doing.
Well, one thing that I am particularly excited about, we have this webinar. Well, okay, it was previously a webinar series called Dialogue, Prevent Cancer Dialogue.
Okay.
It's going to be an in-person conference this year, and oh my gosh, the dates are escaping me. I believe it's in April. I'm looking at my team. Okay, May. It's in May. Thank you, Kira. So it's a 3-day conference. It's going to be held in the Arlington area, and it's for like people who are focused on cancer prevention and early detection, whether that's researchers, whether that's healthcare providers, whether that's the community. They're all going to come together and talk about like innovations in cancer prevention and early detection. All different types of cancer, not even ones that beyond what we focus on.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And there will be, I'm assuming, information about the different kinds of like panels and projects that are going to get shown off there, maybe on the website. And,
absolutely, that will be on our website very soon. I think we're finalizing the agenda.
As we speak.
Yes, as we speak.
As we speak.
Well, maybe not right now. I think everyone's done with work for the day, but you never know.
maybe next week. That's awesome. Well, okay, so I wanted to talk to you. I know you are an avid gamer.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. What have you been playing recently? What in the last few weeks, year, whatever you think? What do you want? What kind of games are we talking about here?
What a year it's been.
Yes.
I do have to say, for the past several months, I have been addicted to the first Hades.
Nice. Yes.
I picked it up first maybe 2 years ago when it was at AGDQ.
Yeah.
I think that was 2024.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and I I played it a little bit, and I'm like, I unlocked Malphon. Am I done?
That's it, right? I'm good. We're done.
So I put it away. I'm like, this is too hard.
Right.
And for whatever, Hades 2 came out. My husband started playing it. I'm like, maybe I should give the first one a try again. Hundreds of hours later, I needed to work to get to the epilogue before this interview because I was like, I can say that I got to the epilogue. So I got to the epilogue.
Yes, let's go. Huge.
But I'm not done.
Not done.
There's still so much.
I mean, just getting to the end of the game is honestly just an achievement on its own. That and for Hades 2, which that run is coming up, I believe, on Saturday at like 4 or 5 for Hades 2. Yeah,
so
really
excited.
exciting. I know,
Yeah.
Behemoth, Steve, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
But I know, okay, the other ones I have written here, you finished Clair Obscure?
No, I am
didn't
at the
finish.
beginning still.
You're at the beginning
yes.
still? Okay.
I've that's kind of my thing.
Start it and you're like, well, there's 5 other games I want to play.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy, Dispatch,
Yes.
Hades.
Oh, Dispatch was probably like one of my favorites. I played it in one sitting.
Right, I heard a ton and a Beat Saber I saw as well.
Yes, I like Beat Saber.
It's rhythm games. We have a rhythm game showcase coming up tonight as well.
Yeah.
For that $1 million mark, we're going to have that additional level 15 showcase as well. So if we hit $1 million before midnight, that's what we're going to see.
Let's get to my DX level 15.
We need it.
We
We
can
need
do
it.
it.
We can do it.
Was that too loud?
No, that was perfect.
Woo!
Yeah! Amazing. Okay, so one other thing, and I kind of kept this a secret from everyone. So I know you are also a cosplayer.
Oh.
I know. I hear the humming in the room. I know you sent me a couple photos that we wanted to showcase.
I did. Yes.
And I'm very excited to show those off. I think we have them maybe ready to pull up. I don't know if production we have any photos. So let me know what this is.
All right. So this is a photo of me when I was either 12 or 13. This was my first cosplay ever. It's Link. I tried.
Hey, that's that's impressive.
Yeah, that's my dad's shirt. My dad's like yard boots. And when I was in like 6th, 7th grade, polo shirts were really in.
Ooh, yeah.
So I tied a polo shirt around my head to look like Link's hat. And of course a plunger,
Right. You just grabbed it out of the bathroom, something like that.
Yes, and this is like a secret. It's not a secret anymore because I'm about to say it. I'm so bad at surprises. But I am reclaiming my Link cosplay for, not the same one, a different one, for the finale on Saturday.
Ooh, all right. If you are on site, you got to look out for Tara in the updated, upgraded cosplay.
Yeah, I haven't tried all the pieces together, so it might not work out, but it'll be fun.
That's half the fun of cosplay, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
We have a couple other photos as well. I think we have on deck. What is this one? Tell me a little bit about this.
Oh, well, this was every year I go with my friend Megan to Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle. I don't know why. It's our favorite. We always go. And this year, this was this year, we did Howl and Sophie from Howl's Moving Castle.
Cool. Yeah, speaking of which, I have like a Studio Ghibli t-shirt on, of course. Like very, very, similar, I suppose. Not similar. You're amazing at this. I'm just wearing a t-shirt.
I made the coat and the shirt, and the coat took forever because it's quilted.
How long are we talking?
Weeks. Yeah.
Oh, yep. I can only imagine.
Yeah, but I am never really incentivized to do something until the deadline is pressing up against me. So I think I finished that like on the plane, honestly.
Oh yeah. Well, it was something so detailed. I'm sure it took forever too. And there's always like little things that always pop up. I'm sure with anything, right?
Yeah.
You have to fix a couple more photos here. I think we have a couple more cosplays. We have 2 more. I think there's this one. Tell me about this.
Okay, so it's a little deceiving. This is we're in the Star Wars room, but this is Kairi from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Ooh, there we go. Any Kingdom Hearts fans in the room? Okay, cool.
Yeah, so those are giant zippers and they're functional. Ooh. However, they kept like unzipping while.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah, I almost had a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, no.
So this is an officially retired cosplay, but it was super fun.
We're putting it in the past then.
Yes.
We don't need to reuse, but it looks great. It looks great.
Yes, R.I.P.
All right, and we have one more special photo. I might have a special guest, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Now, what's going on here?
All right, so this was 2024.
Okay.
My friend and I did Over the Garden Wall, where Wirt and Greg. And the special guest, I know that you're referring to Froggy, my childhood frog. Right?
That is the special guest.
Right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay. There's
no one else. No one else.
All right. Anyway. So that's Elijah Wood. Elijah Wood. Yeah, we got to meet him.
That's so cool.
All right.
That's so cool. Well, thank you for showcasing some of the photos. It's been so sweet to talk to you.
Yeah, you too, Bobby.
Thank you so much for being here. Can we get a round of applause one more time for Tara? Thank you.
Thank you
Well,
all.
we so appreciate the partnership. We love that you all are on site here with us
Yeah.
at the event. We could not do it without you all here.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for being here again. We just so appreciate all the work that you all
Thank
do
you.
with us.
And
so.
likewise, we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you again. Folks, we have some amazing runs coming up tonight. Again, if we hit that $1 million milestone, we will get that My upgrade for that level 15 showcase, and we need to see that. Thank you so much. Again, I have been Bobby Byrne. We'll see you on the other side for some more runs. See ya.